Hello everybody, I'm Ben Fantasky.
And I'm Beth Clark, and welcome to Buffalo Bridal Association's Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you by Q Video Productions and the Avanti Mansion.
If you're getting married, stay right where you are, because during the next 30 minutes, we're going to introduce you to local wedding professionals who are all members of the BBA. You'll find the whole roster on our website, buffalobridalassociation.com, plus a whole lot more great information. Check it out.
Let's get things rolling today with a company that's been providing special occasion tuxedo formal wear for over 40 years. A company born right here in Western New York, Tuxedo Junction.
At Tuxedo Junction, we make fitting your out-of-town groomsmen easy. Send in your measurements, keep track of your guys with My Wedding Planner, have a tuxedo ready and waiting in the city where your ceremony is taking place. All online at tuxedojunction.com. Let the guys travel, not the tuxedos. With hundreds of colors to choose from, we coordinate with all major dress designers. Order your free color swatch today at tuxedojunction.com. You've found your perfect color. Now find your perfect match. When you want your wedding party to look their best, Tuxedo Junction is the place to go. With the newest styles and the latest trends, we carry exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else, including Calvin Michaels New York, Perry Ellis, and Oleg Cassini. Visit us at tuxedojunction.com.
Gentlemen, you owe it to yourself to shop Tuxedo Junction for your wedding day fashions. They are the area's finest. But long before you go tux shopping, you'll need to go ring shopping. And men, that's another one of your responsibilities. A smart way to buy a diamond is to choose a loose stone from a diamond expert. Take a look.
Diamond Cutters of Western New York buys rough or uncut diamonds from Africa and all over the world and specializes in diamond cutting. Because we're one of the largest cutting houses in all the United States, we offer a huge selection of loose diamonds. To a bride and groom, that means that the perfect diamond to suit their taste and budget is no doubt waiting for them here. Beside the fact that our selection of loose diamonds is the largest in the area, another benefit to our customers is cost savings. By buying directly from us, you eliminate the middleman and all those associated costs. We buy the rough, cut it, and set it for you right here on the premises. We're located in the Ellicott Square building. We also have a satellite location in Lackawanna. Either location is worth the trip, no matter where you're coming from in Western New York. That's because of the savings, as well as the selection and service that have made us the jeweler of choice for so many high-profile people here in our community.
We chose Diamond Cutters of Western New York for the inventory they have, the great quality of diamonds that they offer, and also the customer service that they have here. I feel like this is a place where Bill will come out and greet each and every one of his customers and treat you as if your day or what you're shopping for is the most important thing. So I feel at home here. I'm glad that I chose Diamond Cutters of Western New York and will never regret this decision.
For the more adventuresome couple, Diamond Cutters of Western New York also offers the largest selection in the area of exotic diamonds in a variety of colors. These colorful diamonds are truly unique and represent a departure from the conventional for brides and grooms who are willing to break the so-called rules. Diamond Cutters of Western New York at the Ellicott Square building and in Lackawanna near Ralph Wilson Stadium, with on-staff licensed gemologists, a full-time goldsmith, and an experienced staff ready to help with every step of your jewelry purchase. Choosing Diamond Cutters of Western New York is another smart choice you'll be glad you made. Visit us at WNYDiamonds.com.
If you're getting married, you're about to spend more money than you ever have on things you've never purchased, like a party for a couple hundred of your friends. So in order to do it right, you've got to pick a good location. If you attended the expo, you know that this location will be a great option.
Karen, this is such an amazing facility with such a great reputation for luxury hotel accommodations and fine dining and great entertainment and great gaming. It's just no surprise to me that brides and grooms are discovering that this is also the best place to hold their wedding celebration.
We agree. We are the premier location in Western New York to hold your wedding.
It truly is a beautiful facility, and everything you touch seems to have a sort of upscale, polished sort of a feel to it.
We here at Seneca Niagara Casino understand the importance of the day. It is a great celebration, one of the most important celebrations an individual can have.
Yeah.
So we're here to help make it as stress-free as possible.
Well, with regard to that, planning a wedding is complicated and, as you say, stressful or potential for stress. Is there someone on staff here that's, ready to help a bride and groom through that planning process?
Yes, there are 3 of us here that have done weddings, many weddings, and between the 3 of us, we have over 25 years experience.
You can take that to the bank.
Happy to walk them through every single detail.
Now, the budget is always, top of mind with everyone, but you can accommodate pretty much anyone's budget, correct?
That's right. We're capable of doing the intimate dinner to the grand affair.
And everything in between.
And everything in between.
Now, your culinary staff has an amazing reputation as well for the banquets and the fine dining.
Our culinary staff is the best in Western New York. Can't say enough about them. They would sit with the bride and help them create a custom menu if they'd like.
Now, is there a really perfect way to get in touch with you? A better way than just randomly calling the hotel?
The easiest way to get in touch with us is call the Catering and Banquet Department, and the number is 716-501-2420, and they can ask for either Ashley, Andrea, Kimberly, myself, and we have a website.
Okay.
They can contact us at www.senecameetings.com.
senecameetings.com. It's no surprise that love is in the air here at the Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Thanks for your time, Karen.
Thank you. We loved it.
Ben, I have to tell you, I've been to a couple of weddings at the Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel, and Karen and her staff just do an incredible job. The table displays, the quality of food, the atmosphere.
And after the wedding, you can be off to the casino floor or take a quick ride up the elevator to wonderful overnight accommodations. It just doesn't get any better than that.
So don't go away. There's lots more ahead. I've got some great bridesmaid dresses to show you right after these messages.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD.
With over 85 colors to coordinate with any gown, Bridesmaids gowns have met their match at Tuxedo Junction. Request free color swatches at tuxedojunction.com.
Tuxedo Junction, we fit your dream.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
Concerned about the perfect vest and tie color to match your bridesmaids gowns? No problem. Order free fabric swatches at tuxedojunction.com.
Tuxedo Junction, we fit your dream.
We're here at the Bridal Chateau to talk about bridesmaids. Now, there's a misconception to brides that because you have bridesmaids maybe in another city or across the country, that you can't shop locally for your dress, that you have to go to a big box store. I'm here to tell you that that isn't necessary. At Bridal Chateau, we actually work around our out-of-town bridesmaids very easily. We do all of our alterations on site so we can easily take care of your girls in a tighter time frame. We can also suggest places for them to go to get measured out of town. We do have friends that are in the bridal industry all across the country, or they can go to a tailor and we can talk them through over the phone on how to do their measurements. But you're welcome to come on in and take a look at everything they have to offer. One of their best designers is Andrea Della. They have so many options. They have a lot of colors, you can change fabrics on some of them, and even here to my side, you can see that they have maternity options too. So no matter what situation your bridesmaid's in, any shape, they can fit them. They do offer a lace-up back option to go on any of their dresses, and a lot of their flowy styles are available in the maternity, so you don't have to worry about that. And one of the great things is they are offered in sizes from 0 to 30, and they actually have a run of sizes. So no matter what size your bridesmaid is, she can try on a dress in her size before ordering. You can't really find that at many other places. Now we're going to take a look at some dresses that work for all age ranges. We've got some cute little junior bridesmaids, and even some of them come into flower girl sizes that we have to match a lot of the dresses at Bridal Chateau. And you can see with a lot of the two-tone options, a lot of the girls have opted to kind of swap the colors for the little ones. You can also do them in all white or ivory if you want them to match more of the bride. Sometimes I find, you know, you've got the little junior bridesmaids that are around like 8 or 9, still want to feel like a flower girl, and then you've got some of the big girls that are maybe more towards 12 or 13 that definitely want to look like a bridesmaid. And you've got so many options. The chiffons come in about 40 or 50 different colors. The satins come in up to about 70 different colors. And the great thing with the lace gowns are they're very good with mix and matching. So you've got about 10 different styles that match with the adult version, and then about 3 or 4 that match with the junior. The lace comes in white, ivory, black, and again you've got all those satin options, so you have so much available to you. And now I've got this really cute chiffon style with the one shoulder. And you've got these cute little rosettes. And again, it's a great style for all the bridesmaids, especially when you have that ruching in the front, because it hides the bad stuff, but with all the smoothness on the side, it shows off the good curves. And the little matching junior bridesmaid, who wouldn't look cute in that? So why don't you come on into Bridal Chateau? They have so many options available for you, and it's great to see all that you have available locally.
Bridal Chateau offers one of the widest selections of designs in Western New York, including gowns for all types of weddings and special occasions. We carry designers that are highly advertised, as well as exclusive designs that you won't find in every shop, allowing us to offer you unique gowns. Our bridesmaid and social occasion collections are offered in up to 80 different colors. Stop on in to Bridal Chateau, located in Williamsville, and see all the options they have available for you.
I'm Dave Wozniak, the owner at Wozniak's Photography. We've been in business for over 30 years. I love this business. It's more than a hobby. I've been able to turn my hobby into a living, and there's nothing better than not having to call work work.
I'm Amanda Wozniak, and I work here as a photographer. It's a great job to have. I love doing it. I love working with the bride and groom all day. I love to see happy people, and it's just a great environment to be in.
I'm Brianna Wozniak. I'm a photojournalist here in Wozniak's Photography, and I also work in the office assembling the final albums. I get all the candid pictures. I zoom in on people's hands, flowers, small details that the bride has put together for months leading to the big day.
When the bride and groom first come into our studio, we like to show them that we're going to give them great photography, but we're also going to be an important part of their wedding.
I introduce myself, they introduce themselves. We talk for a few minutes to break the ice.
We want them to feel like we're family at the end of the day.
I like to have conversations with them during the engagement session. I don't like to just keep it pictures and poses. I like to be personal with them.
It's a privilege to be a wedding photographer. You're with people on the most important day of their life.
Usually at the bride's house when we first get there, it's crazy and hectic, and we like to just smooth things out and make the day go nice and easy for them.
We never will miss a shot because we're busy doing something else. That only comes with experience.
By the end of the day, we usually feel like we're a part of the family. Half the time they don't even realize we're still there, which means we did our job without being in anybody's face.
Our experience often translates into a more relaxed, stress-free day for the bride and groom. We do this every weekend. Most brides and grooms do this once in a lifetime.
My personal favorite part of the day is the father-daughter dance. I love it. It always chokes me up a little bit and I get a little bit teary-eyed. I think of my dad.
We know we're going to give you great photographs. What we like is at the end of the day, when you know you've had a great time with us and you've got the most awesome photographs you could possibly imagine.
You know, every BBA member business has your best interest at heart because they know that their reputation is riding on the success of your wedding day.
If you want to know more about any of our great members or anything you see on our program, jump online to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. Wedding Planning Weekly, sponsored by the Avanti Mansion, will be right back.
Elio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Ringside Lounge, and Banquet Facility. Elio DiPaolo's. We cater to your dreams.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out KeyVideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
Beth, I've been to a lot of weddings in my career, and I gotta tell you, no two are alike. Every couple has a unique wedding story to tell.
And it's important for that story to be preserved because, trust me on this, Jason and I look at our wedding video every year on our anniversary, and each time we watch it, we find something new that we hadn't seen before. Here's Dominic and Autumn's wedding story, courtesy of Key Video Productions.
When you're in high school, everything is different about how you perceive the opposite sex, you know.
And a funny story is Autumn had her best friend Katie. And then Katie, she just transferred to West Seneca West. And my best friend Brad met Katie, her friend. And they just got talking. And they said, you know, my friend's looking for somebody. And Katie's like, well, so is my friend. You know, let's see if we can hook them up together.
We meet at the mall. And we come walking toward them in the food court, and she goes, okay, there they are right there. I'm like, oh, okay. I like where this is going. This will be fun.
I know this sounds really crazy. And it is. But something inside of me subconsciously said, I can see myself marrying that girl.
When he was looking in my eyes, I know this sounds completely corny, but I saw my reflection in his glasses saying it was a pleasure to meet you, and I just said, you know, I'm already in his eyes. This is great. This will be perfect. I think this will last forever.
I was weird. I was nervous. I liked her. So I was asking her stupid questions.
He asked me questions about Pokemon and if I like the Backstreet Boys and just weird things, and I didn't get it, but I thought he was just so different and it was really cute. So after the mall, we went to Denny's and we had some lunch together, and he wasn't asking me for a phone number or, you know, what my situation was or anything like that.
I wanted to do something special to ask her out. So I was figuring, let's see what I can do. So I decided to blindfold her. We were driving up to Niagara Falls, and as we're driving up there, I felt kind of weird because, like, she has this blindfold on, and, like, everyone's looking at me sometimes, and it's like, what's this girl doing?
And then he allowed me to take the blindfold off, but I had to keep my eyes shut all the way to the falls themselves.
I kind of was taking pictures of us because, you know, the guy was leading a girl with a blindfold on her eyes. It's kind of weird.
But we were along the kind of the guardrail leading into the falls, and he put his arms around me, and he was behind me.
Then I had a little rose, and I told her to, you know, open up her eyes. And so I had a little rose in front of her eyes, and I said, you know, we've been, you know, seeing each other for quite a while, and I kind of like you a lot. I was wondering if you want to go out, you know, date. I know it's kind of like over the top, but I thought it was kind of cute at the time.
I think he was afraid to say I love you, so I was pretty sure I had to say it first.
So I had to figure a time where it was really, really perfect to say it to her, and I think that was a perfect time.
I went to the mall and picked up a jewelry box, and it sang Shania Twain, From This Moment. I had him open the jewelry box and have him listen to the chimes of it, and I asked him what the song was and what it said. So in a way, I was able to have him say I love you first, even though I was saying it to him. So he got the song, and then he said, from this moment, I'll always love you.
Her favorite movie was Cinderella. So we planned it all out. I had everything basically in my head, what I wanted to do.
So we get in the car, and we're headed up to, I don't know where. Eventually we get to the Thousand Islands, and he tells me a little bit about what we're doing once we get there.
Well, you know, because she just thought it was just a trip, just a basic old trip. So we get out, we get the luggage, and we start you know, reeling around at this boat, because the boat has to take us out to the castle.
I think it's called Black Island, and it's Singer Castle. It's a castle all by itself on its own little island, and it was just for us. You know, we see it, and he goes, this is for you. This is for you for this weekend. It was perfect. It was more than I could have imagined that he could do on his own.
I had everything set up, and she started to sort of tear up and stuff.
I was fine seeing him and the candles, and now I'm gonna cry. But when I saw the jewelry box that I gave him when I told him I loved him, just made me cry. He tells me to open the jewelry box, so I'm thinking the ring's in there. It wasn't in there. What's going on? So he has me open the jewelry box, and it starts chiming the song From This Moment by Shania Twain. And he takes my arms and puts them around him, and we dance to it. And leading into it, he tells me, I brought you to this castle, and I want you to be my princess, and you know, all this here is for you, and I love you, you know, so much.
And I got on my knees, and you know, I asked her if she'd like to marry me.
I said yes, and then we both cried a lot.
I was crying too, because what guys do when no one's looking. So yeah, it was really magical. It was really great, you know. And I was so nervous too, because I forgot to put the ring on her finger. I was like, "Can you marry me?" And I was just like really shaky. She's like, "Okay, put the ring on my finger." You know, so I got to put it on her finger, and it was, you know, it was great.
No matter how crummy of a day I'm having, or no matter what happens in my life, he's right there to make me feel like it's okay.
Oh yeah.
The term soulmates, I think we're it.
Yeah,
No?
we found each other. Come here, baby.
Key Video wedding stories captured for lifetime on DVD. For the finest in wedding day videography, call Key Video at 884-KEY-1.
Closed captioning provided by
Elio DePaulo's. We cater to your dreams.
Putting a wedding together can be a temporary, full-time job. If you have absolutely no time to focus on the details of organizing your big day, perhaps you should consider hiring a wedding planner.
In this week's edition of Member Q&A, BBA Director Michael Fantaski asked Andrea Ball from Signature Events what questions brides-to-be should be asking their wedding planner before signing on that dotted line.
He asks you to marry him and you say yes. Well, within hours afterwards, you'll begin browsing magazines and wedding websites, and soon you'll feel like you're buried by a blizzard of checklists and decisions to be made. Well, that's when you and your fiancé might want to think about hiring a professional wedding planner or wedding coordinator. But before signing on the dotted line, meet Andrea Ball of Signature Events, one of the most respected and referenced wedding planning and design consultants in Western New York. Welcome to Wedding Planning Weekly. So glad to have you with us. Well, let's dig in. When should you hire a planner, and what services are available for engaged couples?
Any time in the planning process, you can come in and hire a planner. There's a few different services available.
I've heard the terms planner, consultant, coordinator. First of all, are they all the same? And second, well, every bride wants to know, what are the costs?
Well, no, they're not the same. The full service planner is essentially someone that comes in and does all aspects of the wedding. So anything from your budget analysis, your planning schedule, your site checks, everything in every detail for your wedding itself. Your consultant will be someone that comes in and gives a little advice. So if you're stuck in certain areas, then that person can maybe give you some references and help you along the way. The day of coordinator is someone that usually comes in about 30 to 60 days out. Pretty much all the planning has been done. The vendors have been contracted, and the day of coordinator comes in to tie up loose ends, to essentially review the timeline, review contracts, contacts all the vendors, and then essentially is there for the rehearsal as well as the day of the wedding.
So in answer to the second part of my question, the cost, it depends on what level you're looking for, I would assume.
It does, and essentially a flat rate is assessed.
So then it's important to know the level of service you want, and then I would think interview 2 or 3 professionals, but do it quick, because I would assume that qualified planners book when?
About 12 to 18 months out. We've had clients come to us about at least 2 years to a year in advance, actually, just to book full planning. And then depending on what is available to them or what they're looking for, we can come in as an hourly basis too.
Give me another tip, Andrea.
Well, brides and grooms typically have to know a few things before they go and seek out a wedding planner. The number one thing is when they want to have the wedding and a wedding date. Location is key, as well as what their budget is and the number of guests. And the one thing that I always ask is a non-negotiable.
So give me an idea of a non-negotiable item.
Well, a non-negotiable is something that is one of your high priority items. Something like entertainment, for instance, or perhaps you want a specific food that's given out for your wedding. So there are certain props and decor and things like that that are non-negotiables.
All right, Andrea, give me one final piece of advice.
Well, my advice is to find a planner who is experienced in what you're looking for. So that means your style. Maybe you're looking for an outdoor wedding. Find a planner who is very versed in the outdoor weddings. There's very different than an indoor reception. You know, you're essentially going to be with this wedding planner for a long time. They're kind of becoming your best friend. So you have to make sure that you jive together. And experience is the key. So just find out where essentially they've gotten their training, where essentially they've worked before, and of course ask for references.
Not every single wedding planner is created equal, are they?
Correct.
All right, great information. And you can find additional tips and much more about hiring a wedding planner on Andrea's blog. Just go to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. And if a bride-to-be wants to get in contact with you personally, what does she need to do?
She'll just call me directly at 716-997-5359. That's my direct cell phone. Or you can find me on the website at www.signatureeventswny.com.
And all your consultations are by appointment only.
They are.
That's all the time we have for today's show. I would encourage you that as you continue to plan your wedding over the next few months, stay connected with the Buffalo Bridal Association, either on Facebook or by logging on to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. There you'll find valuable tips and advice, along with reserving your free tickets to the wedding fair this August at Salvatore's Italian Gardens.
For everyone here at the Buffalo Bridal Association, the Key Video production staff, and all of our sponsors, I'm Beth Clark.
And I'm Ben Fantaschi. Good night, everybody.